Mhm. Okay, let's see if Cosmo decides to blast us again. Hello and welcome back. I'm Karma. This is Karma on Deck, and I have your Virgo reading for the week of December 4th. Time to play and see what the cards have to say for you. Tapping into you. I initially got a card that had to do with worry. However, I'm one of those people that don't like to speak shit into the universe that you don't need to bring more of. So we're not going to talk about it as worry. We're going to talk about balance. Balance being key. Because I did pick up that Virgo has this little restlessness that's going on, possibly of maybe even staying up at night, insomnia in some portions for some of you. Or maybe it's just like bad dreams or running thoughts that go through your head that you can't quite shut up or chase down. Good meditation, guys. Chariot card. Intensity. So the chariot card, even though it's an indicator of travel, vehicles, going somewhere, the chariot card also talks to us about intensity. So when we have intensity, it's this focus. She has these, well, not this deck, but the other deck. There's an image of these two horses going in different directions, and the individual that's tracking them, that's driving the chariot, is really having a hard time trying to get those two focused to drive it forward so they don't wreck, right? So right now, Virgo has this intensity that's going on with them. We have the Queen of Wands, Eight of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Fool card. So for you, the thing that's on your brain right now is focus. I'm feeling like a very mellow energy. Not a lot of playfulness going on at the moment. You're very serious, unlike me. So it's a very strange energy for me to tap into. I do see that you have a lot of the similar cards. Oh, there's a little something. Okay. I'm feeling like you're feeling a little backed into a corner. You have this Five of Wands, Two of Wands, Five of Swords, um, working too hard, doing too much, and quite possibly trying to control every outcome that you have in front of you. Everybody's getting the Strength card today. All three of the readings that I have, I do have the Fool card for you. So what you're looking at is the moments for opportunity. You're looking for that moment so you can strike with opportunity. Yet, I'm picking up that Virgo is resistant to change. And I say this because we have the Two of Wands. Sometimes can mean indecision. Sometimes it can mean two paths. Sometimes it means gossip. Sometimes it can mean like feeling like you're in the middle of something you don't want to be in the middle of. Okay. You also have the Five of Swords, which is fighting, but I don't get the image in my head that you're fighting with others, though you very well may be. I am picking up that this is like a struggle, an internal struggle. And I feel like you're very stubbornly refusing to look at things. So this is kind of like an example of being told you need to budget or file your taxes. And you're like, I'm not going to look at it. It'll just go away. But I do feel like Virgo's getting a lot of criticism. And so therefore you're worried about the next word or next step that you have because you're concerned that these images or these things that people are saying or these portraits, the way they're painting you is not the way it really is, but you don't want to do anything to prove it to them. So you're ultimately like, I just don't want to be seen. I don't want to talk to you. I do see those for you, something that's going on with work and money. I'm seeing the Queen of Wands, Queen of Coins, and the Strength card. So whatever it is that you are doing with your work or your work career path, consistency is key for this. Whatever, build on whatever foundation that it is that you've built. And I'm also seeing the Emperor, and that has to do with you being a leader. Eight of Coins has to do with being like hot stepping your activities, like trying to keep on track of all the things that are required of you. Because I do feel like some actions, activities, and social things are going to start moving a little quicker for you and kind of come a little unhinged when they prior to previously been a little bit stuck energy. Cosmo, peekaboo, peekaboo. I don't like it when he yells. Okay, so yeah, foundation, work, intensity. So you can expect this week to be a little bit intense, is all I can tell you about that. It's really not got a whole lot of changes going on with it. And the insights are very like, I'm picking up stubborn energy and also just feeling like you don't like making decisions when you're backed into a corner. You don't like people making you make decisions. So I want you to take them out of the equation, like really practice with like what it is that you want. Here we go for the Virgo moon reading. Cosmo, peekaboo. There we go. Peekaboo. What do you want to go? Okay, Virgo, this is your Virgo moon reading. Let's get upside. Oh, making an apology. How are these all messed up? Oh, well. So the first thing that comes up for you is making an apology. I think you're expecting someone to make you an apology. Bye, Cosmo. Wow. What a loudmouth. Okay, so Knight of Wands is wanting to make some things right. So the Nine of Wands has to do with like a pledge or getting things right or making sure someone understands how you're really coming at them and what way and what method that you want to come at them. You know, it can only, I don't know how you're going to make this apology or how they're going to make one from you, but a desire to apologize and apology is in the workings. I'm also seeing some overwhelm for Virgo. We have the Nine of Cups, and this is that energy that I was talking about, that overwhelm that I'm feeling, where you kind of feel like there's too many things to focus your energy and attention on. And so you're trying to like shut it down so that, or ignore it. And then you have the Lover's card, which is diversity, imbalance, and conflict. Usually the Lover's card is two opposing energies that kind of go back and forth like on a pendulum. Charity is involved. Let's see here. Big changes are coming for you. You want some changes. So what I'm seeing for you, Virgo, is there is some very interesting energy. I did pick up this card too, because I didn't want to talk about insomnia and I didn't want to talk about worry, right? But I do see insomnia and I do see worry and I do see overwhelm for Virgo. And I get we can't just ignore them because we don't like the fact that they're present. But I do see the Queen of Wands is concerning because you're very like strict on the fact that you don't want anybody to see the real you. You don't, image is very important to you and you're really striving to make your life look like what you say you want it to look like. And you get upset when these lines don't line up and when things don't come to play or come to bear. You really hate drama. You're really watching things on social media. You might be avoiding social media in order to avoid conflict. And maybe you shut some social media down or turn off notifications or maybe even left some behind, right? Because you don't want to look at all the conflicting different kind of energies that are on there. I do see that you've walked away from some situations or you have a desire to. And here's the thing, this has come up a lot. Nostalgia has come up a lot. So I have a suggestion. If you want things to go back the way they were, they may not look the way you want them to look. We're not going to have, you know, dinner parties, club nights. We're not going to have the close one-on-one activities, but you most definitely can find a way to recreate the connections that you used to have. You can recreate, you know, the social kind of interaction that you used to have over video. I know I have a couple girls do video chats with me and we all grab a glass of wine and sit and chat, or you know, maybe even meeting somebody outside at a park table or a park bench. You've got to make these adjustments because things aren't going to go back. What we once thought was going to be a month or 2 months has become a year. So we need to start shifting with this energy and stop digging our feet in and being so conflicting about it, and just recognize that we can come from solutions in just about anything. Unfortunately, we can't shove everything back down into Pandora's box. All of the plagues have been released. And we got to realize that Pandora's box still, when the box got shut because we were freaking out that all these things came flowing out of it, when we finally had the courage to open it back up, therein lies hope. So don't forget that that one decision of hope creates our new future, and we can really bring that energy up. So don't get bogged down by all of that nostalgia. Try to recreate what it is that you had a desire for. If it's connection, if it's, you know, weight loss, if it's food, like find the thing that's nostalgic to you and bring that back to ground and like focus on it. It's not going to be the way we used to have it, but it can be in your life in a different way. Learn to shift your energies. I'm also seeing Virgo have the Death card. Now, we're not getting the Tower card, so I'm not seeing some life event that's going to come in and drop on your house like a bomb, but I am seeing the Death card. This might be spiritual change for you, okay? Like a baptism of sorts, because I see joy, decision making, and you having a choice to make in some respects. And also I'm picking up, don't forget to enjoy things in their due time. We have the Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and that has to do with harvest. And this period of our, see, and this is something that we don't do as cultures anymore, a little bit because of the holidays, but ultimately we're not as tied to the land as we once used to be. We used to really understand the ebb and flow of the seasons. And during this period of fall, there's this flurry of harvest and then a settling in to peaceful quiet, and we've got to learn to be in those moments with it and recognize that these are times for us to slow down, right? So don't be afraid to slow down and go with the seasons. Pay attention, they teach us things. Let me pull a card for you from Divination of the Ancients. We'll look at what your message is for this week, and while I'm getting that, please subscribe my YouTube channel, Karma On Deck. Subscribe to, hang out with me over there. I'd love your support. Like, subscribe, share, and tell me where you are in the world and how you feel your reading went. And this is your message from Divine. I love it. It says geomancy, geo, time, earth, patience, my darling, patience. So this has to do with things coming in their time, things like I was just talking about the seasons. It's time of rest and it's time of harvest, but are you giving yourself rest? Because right now Christmas is all caught up in the run, 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 family, family, family. And maybe, just maybe, some of the things that are happening to us is teaching us to slow down. Like take the opportunities to learn the lesson. Breathe in the pauses. When you're stuck in traffic, find a new song to listen to. Do a deep breath. Pay attention. Do you know how often I drive down the street and not make eye contact with one single person, or in the grocery store? Get out, get your head out of your phone. Start connecting with the people around you that are around you. Have a little patience with each other. Have a little patience with your time frame and your timeline. Stop trying to microwave your life. There is beauty in the process. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will catch you on the flip side. Love and light come from love. Because honestly, if you can find a way to come from love, and the most loving answer for a win-win situation, therein lies it all. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you for hanging out with me. I